Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, seeing what your boy in here talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that smell good. That smell good, man. So I hope you guys are doing well. Hope everyone's doing good out there. Again, I'm your guy, Dedrick L. Hicks Jr. And do me a favor, if you into what you're hearing, what you're seeing, do me a favor, hit subscribe. Hit the bell, you'll be notified every time I release a new video. And, hit the thumbs up. By doing that, it'll help, my channel reach other fragrance lover algorithms, or I might get a chance to introduce the fragrance world to somebody else, and that'd be cool too. All right, so so we're back again today. So I get asked all the time, and I'm not new to the fragrance world, but a lot of people around me are starting to, I guess, notice what I'm doing and what I'm into, and watch my videos, and they hear the terms EDT, EDP, and Parfum, okay? And they want to know what it is. Now, I'm not this fragrance Albert Einstein and say I always do. No. I myself, earlier this year, took the time to understand what EDT, EDP, and Parfum means, what they are, and why fragrances get categorized as such when they released. Okay, so that's what I'm here to talk about today in a quick video. So let's go ahead and kick off with EDTs. Now, EDTs are fragrances that, from my history, you could spray an EDT and it'll blast out, and the opening will be phenomenal, and it'll be boisterous, it'll fill up a room real quick, and the next thing you know, it's kind of dying down rather quickly, within a 2 to 3 hour frame, and even the room filling initial spray is gone, rather quickly. And that's because of the oil concentration of the essential oils in the fragrances. Now, an EDT, and I have an EDT here, one of my favorite EDTs that I wear to the office and what I wear in fall and winter times, is CK1 Shot. Okay, this is an EDT fragrance. You look on the bottom of the fragrance, it's a 3.4 ounce bottle. It says at a toilette. That's what EDT stands for. And the notes in here, the concentration of them are between between 7 to 12%. 7 to 12%. Now, they have HIPAA laws that these fragrances have to abide by. What that means is they just can't dump 50% oil concentration in, because number one, probably won't make it in the bottle, because the bottle will explode, and if it sits in heat too long, it'll explode there too. It just be bad if they did that. And this is a good thing that they do. And so with this being the EDT, 7% to 12% oil concentration from the notes in this fragrance. So what that means is, even a very good EDT, like this is a very good EDT. This one right here gives me more than, the 3 to 5 hour range. This one right here is more like a 5 to 7. And I don't know if it's because of the richness of the notes that are in here that carry over to give you more projection. That's probably exactly what it is. But if this was like a blue fragrance or aquatic fragrance, it wouldn't last that long for sure. And I have plenty of those that don't stand up unless we talk about nautical voyage, of course. But EDTs are cheaper. You can get a cheapie for EDT in your rack stores, $20. Cheaper than that, $15. The highest you might pay in a rack store for an EDT is probably $30. And that means if it's $30 and it's an EDT in a rack store, that means the release was probably under a year. And then, they put it in there and they probably think they can get some value of it. So in retail stores like your Dillard's and your Nordstrom's or, Macy's, an EDT, a brand new EDT, is probably between $80 to $100. That's what you'll pay. So whether you get in on a discounter, whether you get in retail, or whether you're in a rack store, an EDT is an EDT pretty much. Now, there are some cases like this one right here. It gets you a little bit longer longevity. So basically what I'm saying is an EDT, 7% to 12% oil concentration. You'll get about 3 to 5 hours of projection, longevity, CH total combined. Turns into a skin scent after that. That probably lasts maybe another hour or 2 hours, if that. If you put on your clothes, it might give you an oomph there too. It may stay around a little longer. So EDT stands for Eau de Toilette. Eau de Toilette, 7% to 12% concentration from the oils of the notes, and you get about 3 to 5 hours longevity. All right. Next up, we have Eau de Parfum. Okay, and Eau de Parfum, which is EDP. And right here we have the GOAT. Yes, Lord. Yes, we have the GOAT. And we'll talk about that on another day. But Eau de Parfum takes it up a notch. Okay, so that's the second level, so to speak. And Eau de Parfums are usually the well-balanced version of fragrances who go from EDT, EDP to Parfum. Okay, now Chanel, Blooded Chanel does that. They have an EDT version, EDP version, and a Parfum version. Okay, so in EDP steps it up a notch. Okay, you go from 7 to 12% for EDT to a 12 to 15% on the EDP. Then you might have some note of adjustments from the EDT. Now you have lines like, the Stronger With You line by Amar Imperial, Blooded Chanel, Dior Sauvage. They go from EDT, EDP, Parfum. So this one right here, you're gonna get for sure 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours longevity. Good sillage, good projection at the beginning when you first spray it on. Quality is up a notch. You don't really get a synthetic smell. You don't get a really synthetic vibe from the openings. It's just an up in quality. So all of these things are a graduation in quality, okay? Henceforth, this EDP. I smell this thing through the bottle, all right now. But this is one of my favorites, and the reason is the quality, the projection. It's just a step above the EDT. Now price points, you're gonna go up a little bit. Now your EDPs start getting, you start off around the 115, 120, 125, 130, 135-ish range for a quality EDP. If you catch an EDP in the rack stores, you might catch one here and there, and they'll still be about $49 to $50 for an EDP. All right, unless it's like a Banana Republic or something like that. But you're still gonna pay that much for an EDP. And like I said, you're gonna get a good wear out of it. It's gonna project well. You're gonna have good sillage, and you're gonna be noticed pretty much in any situation, whether you're at work, you're out on a date, you're out and about, you got on a nice quality EDP, it's gonna get the job done for you. And usually I sway towards more EDPs because I just like the balance, okay? So even though it may be a little bit pricier, you're still gonna get more than what you would get from an EDT, okay? So again, you're gonna get, it's a 12 to 15% oil concentration in the notes that you have in an EDP, and you're gonna bump up your longevity, of course. You're gonna go from, that 3 to 5 hour range to like that 6 to 8, maybe even 9 hour range of longevity in the EDP than what you get from EDT. All right, so EDP. All right, last but not least, we have a Parfum. Okay, a Parfum, and the Parfum that I have right here is 1 million. Okay, 1 million Parfum. Okay, this thing here is so potent. This thing will knock you down. It'll knock you down, but it is a classic, and it's one that's celebrated, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. But back to what this video is about. Now, this is the Parfum version of 1 million. Parfums, when you get to that level of quality, it is usually the purest oil concentration that you'll get. All right, now there is another line of niche. All right, there's another niche line, and I don't have a niche out here with me. I should have brought one out, but I'll explain to what that is as well. So a Parfum, you're gonna get richness, you're gonna get more depth, you're gonna get more body out of your fragrance. It's gonna be noticeable right off the back. It's gonna carry so much better than the EDT and the EDP for that version. It's gonna be significantly a better performer. You're gonna get more sillage, you're gonna get better longevity for sure, messing with a Parfum. Parfums are very pricey. Parfums usually start probably right around the $145 range, and you could pay up to $160, $170, $75 for a Parfum. Is it worth it? Most of the times, yes. Sometimes, no. You're better off going EDT than Parfum. It depends on what we're talking about. You're better off going EDP than Parfum. Again, it depends on what we're talking about. All right, but Parfum is an elite category of fragrances. You're gonna get elite quality, top of the line performance, top of the line sillage, and top of the line projection when you have on a Parfum. Okay, that's the max oil concentration that you can get in a fragrance is Parfum. So people who are asking, so what is a niche then? Why is niche? Well, here's niche guidelines. Okay, so the ingredients that they use in niches are a lot more exquisite than EDTs, EDPs, and Parfum. So you're gonna have more richer notes, plus the full 17-18% essential oil that you can get from that note, if that makes sense. So follow me. So if you have a regular bergamot note, okay, cool. Bergamot note, that's something that you get in all EDTs, EDPs, niches, and Parfums. You're gonna get the top of that oil concentration in that fragrance. But let's go to a niche quality type. Let's see, a niche quality note. Let's look at one real quick. A quick niche I can think of right now is Creed Aventus. We go to the note breakdown. Okay, so when you start looking at something like rose, okay, you're gonna get rose as an elite note. All right, so you get roses in certain fragrances, but rose is prominent, you know, right away, and you can smell it pulsing through. And on a niche level, combined with a elite note like rose that has great quality and great depth, you're also going to get the same amount of oil concentration in a niche, and it's just going to explode. Now, some people say, well, my Creed Aventus or my Silver My Water don't last long. I ain't say it was gonna give you longevity. I just said that what's coming out that bottle, and when you're wearing it throughout those 4 to 5 to 6 hours, if that's what that niche does, then that's what you're gonna get. Now, if you get like a Tom Ford Black Orchid, a Tom Ford Velvet Orchid, or Baccarat, you know, fragrance, or a Mancera or something like that, you'll definitely be able to tell, you know, the quality from the time you spread out the bottle throughout the end of your day. Sometimes, you know, some of that stuff just don't come off after one shower. You might have to wash your clothes, you know, with a little bit more detergent. It depends how much you put in your clothes, okay? So hope I did a good job breaking down that niche for you guys. It's the highest of the high quality of notes most of the time, and the highest of the high quality of essential oils combined in the niche. In EDT, you're just going to get basic, bare minimum performance and some notes. A lot of EDTs are great, and I have a lot of them. I'm not trying to minimize them here, but you're not going to get that much performance. EDP is a step above. You're going to get better performance. You're going to get better sillage and everything because they have a little bit better oil concentration. Parfums start at the top of the line. You're going to get a full, just maximum performance oil concentration in Parfums, and we just talked about what niches do. So I hope I was able to break it down for you guys and give you a glimpse and a good idea of what EDT at a toilette, at a Parfum, EDP, and Parfums and niches, what they mean, what they represent, and what they are. All right, so do me a favor, if you appreciated this video, please subscribe down below, like, comment, hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate all the love, support from you guys. It really means a lot to me on my fragrance journey. And you guys take care of yourselves, be safe, please be safe out there. And a new video will be coming soon. All right, appreciate it.